Everybody's thinking about what search is really going to look like in an AI world as things like ChatGPT and Perplexity start to take off and gain more and more steam. Where do you think Google is going to be in terms of search when we look out a couple years from now?
Yeah, that's a really good question. It's a question I also actually get a lot from some of our current customers. I think Google, when ChatGPT first launched, was really trying to figure it out. They weren't sure, but I think after seeing,
Yeah. So how do you see the ads business then morphing with that, right? Like if you're starting there and saying like, okay, what is the consumer experience going to be? And we feel like, okay, we could just jump to the answer there. We know where that's going and what that direction is going to be. Talk to me a little bit more about how companies are going to look to Google for advertising. How do you think Google is going to adapt with that? And what does that look like for businesses that use Google, for advertising, today and are pretty heavily reliant on that?
I think that the short answer is Google becoming less of a traffic director and
Mhm.
more of an answer monopoly. That's the cleanest way of putting it. But an answer monopoly with the world's best ad targeting, right? I mean, the data they have, the data they've been able to collect over so many years, I think puts them in a very good place. They're investing crazy amounts into AI. I think it was $85 billion, I think, into
Mhm.
actual hardware and setting up all these projects. So they are very well placed. I think they had probably a bad start. A lot of people sort of put them out of the race, but I think it's crazy to say that because I think, yeah, from what we can see, they're definitely catching up.
Go into a little bit more detail there. Like, what is it that you're seeing, right? I mean, you're really on the front lines of like understanding some of the more subtle nuances and changes with Google Ads now. What have
Yep.
you seen happening over the past couple months that like makes you think that they are moving quickly on this and adapting?
One thing for sure, and I have personally seen this because at Grass we have so many different types of customers across all sorts of business models, whatever it is. So I
Hmm.
get a pretty good glimpse into what these accounts are doing at high levels of
Hmm.
spend. AI overviews are responsible for bringing down click-through rates by quite a bit because,
Hmm.
especially for longer tail type of keywords,
Hmm.
before you're searching for what is the best, whatever, and it's like a long type of sentence, AI
Yeah.
overview comes up, and then that ad, which previously may have shown, is now no longer showing, or it's showing underneath that.
Okay.
Um, that's the big issue. I think that's the big thing they're trying to solve.